Welcome to USA Hemp Revival. Woo! It's a hemp revival for our own survival. I just want to give a shout out to this Texan DA for putting herself on the line here. There's rumors that she did a TikTok video and smoked a joint and basically is now supposedly risking time in prison for this. I don't really understand how, but I do want to quickly read this article I found to tell you what this article says. Of course, we have to, read the media with what's it called? Discretion. To what is true and what is not true. Okay, there's a Fox 4 article that I found, and there's also this MSN article. So I'm just going to screen share here so you can see what I see. Do you see what I see? All right. I know that might be a little bit hard to read. How about that? Sorry about the articles. Let's see if I can get it bigger for you. So it says a West Texas district attorney may qualify for prison time. Who qualify? Oh, I'm qualified. It's like an award. After smoking a joint on TikTok this month in a legal gamble protesting a proposed state ban on THC. So we all know about SB3 and how that went down. I shared about that on our channel and a lot of the testimonies that they had. Apparently there was another bill that got through. I don't think it completely banned hemp. I think it basically maybe banned hemp vapes. But I did see that Governor Abbott commented on that post, and we'll get to that in a minute. But let me go back to reading this. Sarah Stogner is her name. She's the district attorney of the state's 143rd Judicial District. She said she traveled to New Mexico to buy cannabis before rolling it back in Texas. She challenged the Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, head of the Texas Senate, who has backed the ban, before making the likely illegal trip across state lines. Okay, maybe that's where the punishment comes. It was an illegal trip across state lines. She wrote on X, "You might want to guard the New Mexico border on Saturday. I'm going to a dispensary to buy a joint, and then I'm going to smoke it in my backyard at 420. Come and take it." Stogner, it's almost Stoner, who lives west of Odessa, later posted a selfie captioned, "Free the plant, Dan," with the joint between her lips. She did not immediately respond to a request for comment. So I guess she didn't go live smoking it. I guess she she just said she was going live. Oh, sorry about this. Ad here, little roofing ad. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing this. All right, with no further ado, let's just watch some of the news clip and her reaction before I tell you what Governor Abbott said about what she did. Where is it? Here it is. News West 9 is the source of this video. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the beginning.
Ground it up. put it in my my little pre-rolled, and I am ground it up, put it in my my little pre-rolled, and I am getting ready to smoke it.
So would you do a stunt like that again?
Oh, absolutely. Because it raises awareness, and I'm a nobody from nowhere, but with social media and the ability to have a voice, like that's how you have a voice.
This is Sarah Stogner, the elected district attorney for the 143rd Judicial District of Texas. And she's making headlines after posting a video on TikTok of her about to smoke a joint.
I'm really tired of our elected officials not doing what's best for the people on the ground. Me, law enforcement on the ground, we've got real crimes to prosecute, right? We've got oil field theft, we've got rape, we've got murder. And right now we really can't enforce the law as written on marijuana laws because of the testing requirements.
Stogner says she bought the joint legally in New Mexico.
Okay, so she said because of the testing requirements. So I wonder if she's talking about the off-road testing that they're always mentioning when we go down there, especially like Senator Gooch and a bunch of the Republicans say, you know, the GBI doesn't want this because they can't enforce it. I think they're saying it's because of the testing requirements too. There's no test, there's no off-road test. And also the issue is some people can have a certain amount of cannabis in their blood and not be high because it stays in your blood because it's like a plant, right? So let's keep on watching this. And I do want to say that we have the study committee this Thursday, and the GBI will be there. So maybe we'll get a chance to talk to them. And this could be divine timing because she makes a lot of good points. The interviewer asks her, like, what are you telling other police officers about this? All right, let's get back here.
But posted it to protest Texas laws and a proposed ban on hemp-derived THC.
I'm wanting to draw attention to help say, look, we've got great law enforcement folks. Let's let them stay busy with the things that really matter. And if we want to protect kids, then we need to legalize and we need to regulate it and we need to tax it. And just like we do with alcohol.
She's no stranger to making bold moves. In 2022, she went viral for a nearly naked campaign ad while running for the Texas Railroad Commission. This, she admits, is just her style.
I have a little bit of a history of trying to get attention. We're out here kind of in the middle of nowhere and people forget about us. So yeah, absolutely. The goal was to draw attention to an issue that I think maybe the traditional media hasn't been covering.
When it comes to backlash from her own party, Stogner says she's used to being an outlier.
I would say that I'm kind of an outcast in the party anyways, right? I'm a lifelong constitutional conservative, but I don't take orders very well. Probably, maybe politically, there would be blowback if the party was giving me any support, but the party doesn't give me support now.
She wants change, starting at a federal level, and believes Texas should follow other states' lead.
I think, first of all, on the national level, we need to see it decriminalized. It needs to be descheduled. It doesn't need to be a controlled substance. But I think that really we could learn from places like Oklahoma and Mississippi with what they've done with their medical programs. And I think that that would be a better step in the right.
Oklahoma and Mississippi. That's interesting, right? Oklahoma and Mississippi. Let's look into that. Let's listen. Let's pay attention. Oklahoma and Mississippi. I have heard that Oklahoma has some good stuff. I do feel like I met someone from Oklahoma, or maybe it was Ohio, that came and testified recently. And what she said, descheduled, right? Is tobacco on the schedule? Is alcohol on the schedule? I don't think so. I think it's all descheduled, right? All right, let's keep watching.
Right direction, but I'm not going to be happy until it's a plant.
Her message to voters, lawmakers, and the officers she works with.
For law enforcement, I would say, just trust me that I really am trying to make our jobs easier and to let us be able to focus on true, real, violent crimes. And for our lawmakers, I would say, listen to your constituents and the polls and stop listening to your donors.
Stogner says she doesn't know what the political fallout will be, but she's prepared for it. And if making her point means lighting up again, she says she won't hesitate. In Monahans, Cameron Leal, News West 9. works with.
Right.
For law enforcement, I would say,
Okay, so pay attention to this. This needs to be a short right here for law enforcement. I would say, all right, let's hear her. What do you want to say, Sarah?
just trust me that I really am trying to make our jobs easier and to let us be able to focus on true, real, violent crimes. And for our lawmakers, I would say listen to your constituents and the polls and stop listening to your donors.
Stogner says she doesn't know what the political fallout will be.
I love that. Listen to your constituents and the polls and stop listening to the donors. She makes some really great bullet points, doesn't she? Hi, Frank. Georgia is having a commission, study commission and we had the first meeting. I posted it on the channel. I can send you the link directly if you want. And there's a meeting in Augusta this Thursday from 2 to 4 at Augusta University, and the actual address I posted in the Facebook group. I think you're in the Facebook group, Georgia Hemp Economic Revival Organization. Always feel free to email if you have questions, usahemprevival@gmail.com. And if you go over to usahemprevival.com, you can also find some information there. Thank you, Frank. I don't like it either. You know, how do we protect our sacred plants? Just keep doing it with your heart, your vision. You know, a lot of us, if we focus on, I can't stand what they're doing, we're not, we might be making, I don't know the expression, but I want to make lemonade out of these lemons, is what I'm saying. So we might not be doing that. We need to just make the change happen. Keep strong, keep positive. Words are powerful. We are changing things. This is our medicine. It belongs to the people. Let's take it back. It's very confusing. There's a lot of gaslighting going on, literally. I don't know if you've watched my movie Hempdemic 2020, but gaslighting, I feel like it's literally like the term. I know it comes from that movie, but I think it's also connected to somehow the hemp prohibition. Yeah, well, she doesn't want you going to the jail. You know, if it wasn't illegal, I'm sure you'd be able to. In Oregon, anyone can grow. So we're almost there. Trump has got to deschedule. Let's keep on visualizing that. Trump is descheduling, descheduling, be grateful that he's descheduling. Visualize it. It's got to happen. I understand, Frank. It's unbelievable. And I'm just so grateful for everyone who's had the resilience, who have suffered so much and are still fighting for this plant. You just got to keep on fighting for this plant. And in the meanwhile, there is something called copal resin that is incredible. It doesn't have the physical effects, but if you pray with that incense, I absolutely believe it has a similar spiritual effect on your body as far as the grounding that you experience from the medicine and the peace of mind and like assisting with ADHD symptoms. Copal resin is absolutely incredible. So it's, you can burn it like frankincense on a charcoal thing, but it's probably more dangerous in some ways as far as like the charcoal gets really hot. You can burn yourself, 32 years. Wow. Wow. Change is hard, but we got to remember our ancestors are on our side. This has only been prohibited for like 100 years, if that. We've got thousands of years of evolution with this plant. But back to this story about Sarah Stogner.
But she's prepared for it. And if making her point means lighting up again, she says she won't hesitate. In Monahans, Cameron Leal, News West 9.
So yeah, let's go ahead and
I can read it.
pray for what is this? Let's go ahead and pray for Sarah Stogner. She took a risk for all of us. If you missed it, you could watch from the beginning, or I put the link to that news. I would love to see this TikTok video. I was banned on TikTok twice just for sharing my cannabis car song. Don't you want a car that runs on cannabis? So I know this is all connected to gas and gasoline. It's very, very strange. So here I have a screenshot of Greg Abbott on the Newsweek post. I don't think I can just share a screenshot. Let's see. Actually, I can just probably find the Newsweek in my history. I think I X'd out of it. Let's see. Newsweek, because we can read some other comments. I will say on, all right, it's not coming up. I will say, I want to read the comments on her video, actually. I just love the comment section of these. Okay, here we go. Huh. It's not here. The comment. That's strange. All right, well, I have it right here. It says, so it's August 11th, so I'm a little late, but Matthew Mangino, who is a criminal defense attorney as well, says, I don't see Sarah getting prosecuted by the state of Texas. First, she's a Republican. And second, she targeted the lieutenant governor, but Governor Abbott is not seeking a ban on THC-only regulation. And then, if you scroll down, Greg Abbott commented, Texas can and should reasonably regulate consumable hemp products to protect public health and safety. THC products for Texans under 21 should be banned, as should be dangerous synthetic products. We can do that without also eliminating consumer access to adults. So there you go. And I do think you can still get flour in Texas, though I am not sure. What else did I say I was going to share? Oh, I wanted to go back and look at the comments. So let's go back. All right, gotta make it small. Here we go. Let's go ahead and share this screen again. Absolutely. All right. Do you see what I see? All right. We've got, she's a defiant loner, but she's not alone. Start listening to your constituents and the polls and stop listening to your donors. I want you to run for governor. That has 145 likes. And then 188 likes, we need to support this maverick. And then 195 likes, money spent on fighting marijuana can be better spent on stopping other real crimes. The Unsilent 369 says, with 291 likes, as a lifelong Republican, I support her message, legalize THC. Rochelle, 137 likes and a lot of replies. Dan Patrick needs to get up out of Texas and leave me alone with my THC gummies. It hurts nobody and gives me pain relief. I like this woman and I think we need more of her in Texas. More of her here in Texas. Let's see the replies to the lifelong. As a certified forklift operator with 15 years of active duty, she's got my support. I was Republican until Trump. Okay, we're not gonna go. Should not be high driving a car. Oh God. Thanks. Shouldn't be drunk either. All right, I'm a Texas Republican Libertarian. I couldn't agree more. Keeping illegal just doesn't make sense when 3/4 of the states have it legal, either medically or recreationally. I think it's half. She's entirely reasonable. Thank you for bringing more attention, Sarah. Legalize the plant. I'm a Texan. Thank you for all you're doing. Run for governor. Alcohol is way worse, even though I don't smoke. God bless her. And then there's a bunch of people that are saying, like, we should ban alcohol. Alcohol is horrible. Where am I? Here I am. I like on the right the problematic rise of. I like on the right the problem. You like the problematic rise of Delta 8? You know, it's just that you can't control something that's supposed to be here. It's just going to keep sprouting up like a weed, you know? God wants it to be here helping us. It's going to be here. It is an absolute, gift. On the right of my screen. Oh, maybe it was in the, I don't know. It was in one of the thumbnails of the suggested movies over here. You can find out a lot about me. A lot of music streams and podcasts and good energy streams. Take the bad energy away. Well, I'm surrounding her with love and light. And any other questions before I leave? I am going to probably be on here again tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I went live on Aviva Sings Out, my music channel. Please subscribe if you're not. Support my music. Yay! So I can do more of this. And I realized, you know what? I can actually go live on USA Hemp Revival. So I just reposted the live video I did with Steve Sarich on Thai cannabis legality. It's very interesting. You should definitely go check it out. The prime minister who wanted to take cannabis away from everyone actually just got booted from office. So the public health guy, anyway, I'm giving it away, but whatever. There's only a few of you watching. Someone who was in charge of public health took it off, descheduled cannabis. And that's why, they made regulations, but like it was never like a legal change. And apparently he is up for the role of prime minister. So it's probably not going to be an issue as far as cannabis disappearing from Thailand or being illegal or punishable by death, some we're afraid of. So I think we're okay in Thailand. And, I just want some gasoline. Let's see if I missed anything. It did pass the Senate, the bill that she's protesting a couple of weeks ago, but it didn't pass the House yet, I don't believe. And yeah, it's Senate Bill 5. So Senate Bill 3 is the one that everyone was protesting, and miraculously Governor Abbott banned it. But now Senate Bill 5 during the special session is banning THC. But it would only allow non-intoxicating cannabinoids like CBD and CBG. So Hopefully Governor Abbott will veto it anyway, because it was actually nearly identical last time. So that's really interesting. It's like they're trying to sneak it in again. So strange. All right, I'll put this link in the comments as well. And I do want to share the Texas website just because it's kind of interesting. All right. So in the description of my videos, all right, I'm going to share that, and then I'm going to go in like 5 minutes. Hold on. Share screen. Where are you? Here we go. Consumable hemp products. Frequently asked questions. Texas. Health and Human Services. All right. So I'll put this link in the comments as well, in the description as well. Now, out of all these questions, what do you want me to press on to learn more about? I know I'm going too fast. Here's the first screen. If you don't want to know any answer, tell me to move on. What happens if I white label? How must I cease operation? Oh, I guess they're not allowed to do the smoking. But I guess they did at one point. So interesting. Can I still sell hemp flower in bulk? All right, let's see what this says. If you or your firm currently manufacture or process consumable hemp products for smoking in Texas, you must cease this activity immediately, effective March 1st, 2023. Firms that manufacture or process smoking, including white labeling, are subject to enforcement actions by DSHE. I don't think we have a website like this in Georgia. It probably would be helpful. All right. What are their statutes and rules that pertain to smokable hemp? They must follow these statutes and regulations. There's a health and safety code, Texas Administration Code. So I thought smokable hemp wasn't allowed. I'm confused. All right. I am signing off. This is just too confusing. All right. Let's end with the sacred agreement prayer. Maybe do a dance to it. Why not? Oops.
I make an outstanding agreement to honor and respect cannabis as a plant for food, free to be planted, harvested, and processed by all. I break any past contract known or unbeknownst to me that has taken away my freedoms and security. I, but not limited to, being punished, shamed, lied to, neglected, shocked, blocked, or manipulated in regards to my personal relationship with an awareness of the cannabis plant. I am committed to spreading education about the many uses of cannabis, from fuel to paper, rope, fiber, medicine, technology, and ceremony.
I believe we all stand and work together to reveal the truth about cannabis and help each other heal. The great deception lies, punishment and withholding of information that has affected the quality of our health and prosperity, relationships, communication, and camaraderie. My healthy, prosperous life deserves honor and devotion, and I honor my life. And it is my choice to use cannabis if it can contribute to and sustain this. I release any and all shame and fear if it's connected to this belief. Oh, I agree to honor my beliefs and acknowledge new agreements for the support and protection of our basic human rights. In regard to protecting and caring for ourselves, others, earth, and earth's resources, I further agree to and believe that it is my right and any human's right to grow cannabis in a personal garden, family, and or industrial farm. All suppression in the form of laws or otherwise that is out of agreement with this new contract is in violation of our beliefs, and it is my responsibility to make sure there's relief, and this is heard far and wide until total liberation is achieved. This is my sacred agreement and commitment, and I see that it is good.
See you next time.